sifting hair like a reckless child. Our gate was an electric fire, chasing scores higher, 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 higher.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Old School with you here, and it is time for some more. All right, Fallout 4 got a recent patch to all of their partners out there, including PlayStation and other consoles, where now they have finally increased the... Let me bring this down a scope. Where they have now brought down the save file size, or brought it up, I should say, so that we have a lot more room now for mods and things of that nature. And apparently there's even some mods that previously were not allowed, even though Bethesda, the creator of the game, is not only allowing the mods, but encouraging them and posting them, as you see on their site, for us to use. Sony is not allowing a lot of these mods to go through simply because they have a standing order that you cannot change the visuals of a video game, even if the creators of the game are putting their seal of approval on it. You gotta love some people, don't you? That said, it appears that, and I don't know which ones specifically they are yet, and I haven't dove into trying to find out, but it appears that there may be even some new weapons available to us on the PlayStation community that weren't previously. I don't know which weapons yet. I haven't done all that digging yet, and we'll see. That said, I thought between the fact that I had to start a whole second account because of the fiasco that was and still is WWE 2K, I figured that was a great opportunity, plus this new size increase was a great opportunity to dive back into Fallout 4. I've never completely been out of it. I completed the game a long time ago. I've completed all the side missions and everything there is to do in it, all the DLC. Love this game so much. And I'd still just go in and I'd go back to different settlements and maybe tweak them a little bit, or just go around and shooting enemies, that kind of thing. So starting over again, well, we're going to do it a little bit differently this time because obviously we know things we didn't know before, and I'm not so much concerned about the missions as I am about the building. That's always been one of the things about this game. I thought the thing about this game that most stood out to me is that the building is just so incredibly there. It's so much fun to get in there and start working within the actual world itself and in the settlements. So that's what we are going to be doing here today. So let's jump in real quick. I'm going to show you the mods that I am currently running on this new save on the second account. If I can find category list is... Nope, I am looking for load order. There we go. My camera blocks the lower left of the screen, the monitor screen, so that's usually where they hide the little wordings that I need. All right, so we are running the Simply Green because otherwise it's just too bland, and it's 200 years after. Grass has to be back by now. The Place Anywhere tool, this is a relatively new one for me. I've used it for the last couple of months. Boy, oh boy, if you're new to the game, you have to make a choice. If you're a trophy collector, then you can't use any of these until you've completed your trophy collection. Whether you platinum the game or if you just got the ones you wanted. Hello, Andrew. How you doing, buddy? You can't use any mods. The minute you turn the mods on, then there goes your trophies. I'm not a trophy hunter. I don't care. I want the experience. So with this mod, when it says Place Anywhere, it removes all collision issues. And I do mean all collision issues. So I was finally able to go back once I found this thing a few months ago and tweak up some of my settlements and make them look better than they did before. Well, now that I'm starting with a whole new save file, I'm getting a big head start, and you're going to see in just a minute what I'm talking about. All right, where are we at here? Pleasing Piper attitude adjuster. Everyone loves Piper. She's not here yet in this one because I'm still in the very, very early stages of the game. But this does give her personality a tweak, and she's sweeter and just has some good little verbal jabs and stuff that wouldn't have been in the vanilla game. So I'm not entirely sure how they made that all happen, but thank God they did, 'cause it really does flesh out her character a lot better. We've got the move-in ready Somerville Farm. Just saves you a lot of time and still plenty of building to be done, but it cleans a lot of the stuff out. Here we go. Miscellaneous settlement items are unlocked. We've got the Sanctuary Hot Springs, which I thought is a really well done mod. It's just off the back end there of Sanctuary, and the guy did a really good job. We might pop in and take a look at that. I haven't been to this part of the map since doing the new save, so we'll go check that out. The OC Decorator, I cannot tell you how much this thing meant to me once I finally learned about it, because I would go and set up, especially if you were setting up places that are like bars and things like that, and then you come back a couple days later and you go back and visit it, and all the bottles are on the floor and the glasses have been knocked over. Well, that doesn't happen with the OC Decorator. When you go on there, it's going to put it down, and it's staying down. That's all there is to it. Now, you can still scrap it later on or pick it up later on, but you can't ever drop it and then be just picking it up like you would have prior to laying it down. So you want to keep that in mind, I suppose, but when we get to the other tools coming up, it really isn't an issue. And that's this one right here, Dr. Mobius's. The Infinite Stash. Again, where I'm at right now is only because of this mod. You don't have to do any grinding. Everything you could realistically need in this game, except for, and I might go down there and check one more time because I find it hard to believe. The only thing I have not found is armor. Armor for your power suit. That's it. And I'm surprised. I thought there was, or maybe I have to get to a certain level of the game before that'll be unlocked, although I don't think so. But we'll see about that. Let me check something here real quick. I'm getting a weird message on this side. Dun, 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 dun. That's not what I want. I want to go down here. Oh, it's not going to allow that to happen, maybe. I was trying to take advantage of the Meld Studio here and do streams on both channels, as well as Twitch. And I'm guessing it doesn't like that on. What time we at? No, it's not time yet. Maybe it'll go. I had originally set it for 2:15. I'll try and keep an eye on that and see how it goes. Meantime, let me reboot this one and make sure it didn't just kick me off by logging into the other one. Yeah, that's what I figured. You know what? Let me go back over to the first, and let me just kick that out before it ends up pissing people off. If you guys are not familiar with the other channel I have, it's called All Night Gaming. The easiest way to find it is to search for Disney Infinity Under Construction, because there are several people out there called All Night Gaming, as it turns out. Mine has a logo that features kind of a neon sign that says All Night Gaming on it, so that's how you'll know it's mine. We do a lot of Disney Infinity Creation stuff on that channel, and that's kind of where I'm focusing a lot of my attention currently. Okay, so that's done. And then let me see. All right, I'm going to have to presume this is working. Let me check on. Guess I won't do that again. Created chaos. So early in the morning, too. Didn't mean to do it. All right. It does appear like it's working. I'm going to have to try and keep an eye on a very small screen now for any chat. So I'm not ignoring you guys if I don't catch up with you. I just can't see it on the normal portion here of the screen that I would be seeing it on because apparently I tried distributing it to too many things at one time and it didn't like that. Something went wrong is what it says. With a picture of a little monkey. All right, back to the list of what we're using here. Cinder block walls and sandbags are unlocked. Spawn settlers. I'm going to leave it active only because I'm afraid if I turn it off, it might even cost me more settlers somewhere else I'm not aware of. But I don't recommend this one unless you know that you're in a save file that you're going to stick with the whole time, that you're not going to ever change it out. And in my case, I didn't even make a change to it. I had to reset the whole PlayStation console because of 2K. And in doing that, it tweaked my save file just a little bit. And all of the settlers with the grenade are gone. Just gone. Did not come back as part of the save file. The grenade, the way it works is you throw the grenade down, boom, you have a settler, as opposed to the way you normally do it, which is turning on the beacon and waiting for days for people to just show up to it. So it was a quick way to get people into a community, but it's not necessarily a lasting method. So I would just caution you on that. The shack half walls, man, you have to have this. The half walls are a game changer because for some reason they didn't think to put them in the game. I can't imagine what happened with that. And there goes my camera again, I'm noticing. Can't imagine why they didn't do it. Seems like to me a pretty obvious thing that should be in there, but it wasn't. OC Decorator we talked about. Why am I seeing it a second time? I don't know. The Nuka World, Fizz Top Settlement. I turned it off, but I forgot to save it. I'm going to leave it on at this point. Otherwise, I got to go through the extra steps, and I don't feel like doing that. The see-through scopes are kind of cool. For the scoped weapons, you're literally looking through it and still see your peripherals around you. It doesn't give you the black screen. I like it. The NPC Invincibility Knife. Yes, if you have a settlement and you've got everybody that you want there, and if you've given them the clothing that you want them wearing, maybe it's job-specific attire, you go up to them because a lot of them, even if they're storyline characters in some cases, not if they're companions, but they can be non-companions that are, part of a story, and they can be killed during raids and things like that. So if you hit them with this knife, though, it's basically like giving them the shot, only this one works. So you give them the jab, and it doesn't make them completely invincible. But, yeah, I mean, they have an incredible regenerative ability, and they will last a very, very long time. I've had nobody die since getting the shot. So all my people are still where they need to be. That said, I one time accidentally had the knife in my hand and forgot about it, and I nabbed one of the green dudes, and it was not pretty. It was not pretty at all. Had to nuke him. That was the only thing that would get it done. Clean faces of the settlers. I might be getting rid of this. I don't know yet. You see these faces all the time, all dirty, and it does get a little annoying after a while. It's like, you don't think they'd have found some water? But a lot of times with this, the face will actually be just black, pitch black. And it's part of the lighting, I think. The way if you're in a shadowed area or something like that is why it happens. But it's becoming almost more annoying than the dirt. So I'm probably going to keep it a little longer, but I don't know how much. General Atomics, Galleria Settlement. My old save, I ended up losing this because of that whole 2K fiasco. What I mean by that is the settlement's still there. It no longer shows up on my Pip-Boy like it did. And settlers are not really. There's a couple of hangouts that are still there. But when you try to assign them to a role and things like that, it doesn't do anything. So for my old save, my original save, this settlement is garbage. But hopefully with this one, it should be in good shape because I haven't even discovered it yet. The Drublin Diner settlement, same thing. That's lifeless other than the main characters that are there. Can't add anyone to it. On my old save, I'm sure on this one I won't have that problem. The Breakheart Banks one, that is still broken, period. Doesn't matter. You will not be able to, you can use it as a settlement, technically. There'll be a workbench there, but you are not going to ever be able to assign people there or anything like that. Oh, now the chat is starting to pop up. Hey, Sean, what's up, man? All right, well, maybe the issues are fixing themselves because it's still not on my main screen, but at least I can see it on the meld screen. So, lesson to self, YouTube doesn't like multiple accounts going live at the same time. Scrap That Settlement. This is one of the big ones. As is base game, Scrap That, Commonwealth. And they can be used at the same time. Anything that's got a white block next to it is being used currently. This is a similar one, but I didn't like it as much, which is Scrap Settlement Cleaning. Reveals absolute perfection. Scrap all things. With this one, it can be a little bit more dangerous, although the ones I'm using can be dangerous too, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Posters of the Commonwealth. I tell you right now, these are good, but do not use them until you're done with your settlement. It should be like the very last thing when you know you're not going to go in and mess with anything, because these do tend to... I feel like I've had some struggles once I've applied these to the settlement I'm in the sense that if I try to make any other changes after that to the settlement, it can crash the game and things of that nature. And just by removing this does not change that. Once it's a done thing, it's a done thing. So it's nice to have them because it's not just the stuff that we already have in the game, even though a lot of the imagery is the same. These are the posters that you kind of see throughout the game where they're worn out on the walls and peeling off and stuff like that. So it really helps to age an area if that's what you're trying to look for. I just, like I said, I don't know that I'll even go back to using them, but they're there. Posters of Nuka World, posters of Far Harbor, all the same thing. The Castle Spawns, Minutemen, Settlers. This is a newer one for me because when you would put in a beacon anywhere, you don't know what you're going to get. And I wasn't looking for ghouls. As far as I'm concerned, ghouls are the zombies, and they're kind of the outcasts and the enemies. So I didn't want ghouls in my settlements. So by doing this, they all go to the castle, and then from there I send them off to where I need them. There's the Breakheart Homestead. Again, another one that just doesn't do anything, really. It's the same logic as the other one, but it doesn't... You're not going to get settlers to settle. The Better Bridge Sanctuary, I'm not currently using it. I was using it, or I was using Sanctuary Bridge. One of these two. I forget which one, to be honest with you. I think the latter is the one I was most recently using, but I got rid of both of them because we have the pre-war Sanctuary PS4 edition, and that's the one that takes care of everything. I always felt Sanctuary was supposed to be the beacon. That was going to be 200 years later, the place that came back to what we used to be in 2077. And with this, you get that. A little bit of them both, but you'll see. Auto closing doors. This I just picked up today. Thank you. Nothing annoyed me more than when you'd go around and close doors, or you're walking through a neighborhood or a settlement and the doors are all open. It's like, come on, man. So now the doors will automatically close. Brilliant idea, because they already had it with the Slocum Joe doors. Which reminds me, that has not. I might have to go through some of this other stuff down here and re-download or whatever. Yeah, I might have to go through all these and re-up my stuff that I've paid for. But I'm not doing that today. So that's what I'm running, and I wanted to show you guys that because that's a common question people get when you do videos like this is, what's your loadout? And that's the loadout. Now let's jump in. And it's going to be a lot of building on today, so if you're into building, you'll probably enjoy it. And if you're not into building, thank you for stopping by. So one of the things that I wish, and I haven't found a mod yet, not for the consoles anyway, I'm sure computers, on the PCs you can do it all. So for the first time, I guess I should do it the right way. I might put a railing up there, I think. I was originally going to put a railing, and then I was starting to think maybe I just put like a table or something. Maybe we could do both, but for right now, let's go with the railing. This way. Go to our cement. And go to that one. There we go. So this is the first time, and I'm not done yet, and as you can see, it's not perfection at the moment because there is daylight through yon window and yon building breaks. So I'm going to figure some stuff to fill that out. I'm not entirely sure what that looks like yet. I'm thinking half walls maybe or something like that, but we're going to close that gap. But here we are back in pre-war sanctuary, which everything from here down, when it comes to the roadways and when it comes to the lights and all that stuff, is pre-war sanctuary. And then your player home is
Mother Nature never
the one that is pre-war sanctuary. Now, I'm doing all this building prior to bringing settlers here, so I'm not going to complete the missions yet, because if I do that, then they're all going to be here. And why are these all open? But what I love is that it's all back at 100%. I've done a little redecorating here. This will end up... Whoa, okay, so some things I'm noticing. This is not where these items were before. They were moved. They were relocated. So this time around, I'm just going to delete them and hope that works. And store that. Okay. Because they were moved over here on top of this. And it's the second time I'm loading in where I'm seeing things looking a little bit different than when I left. Not talking about like doors being open and shut or anything like that. Boy, every single door is open though. That's wild. Oh, the damn dog's doing it half the time, I guess. Look at it. What are you doing, buddy? Come on, man. The side door does not operate. I could replace it, but I just like the original, so I'm leaving it. So that said, what's unique about, maybe not so unique now, but it's unique compared to when I started playing the game years ago, is that the mods now will allow me to take parts of a house off, or all of the house off, depending. So I've removed all the roofs because they're all in complete disarray other than mine. And that reminds me, I want to come check something out down here. Yeah, it looks like this time it's saved. So this one down here is the first house that I've worked on. I love this motorcycle. There's nothing I can do other than scrap it, and I'm not going to scrap it. The same way I'm not going to scrap this because it's a one of one. You can't get it in the game any other way. This I'm probably going to get rid of even though I don't want to because it's really blocking the road with two of them. And I do have other cars throughout the settlement. Some of them you can grab and move, which I was wishing would be this one. But no, this one doesn't. You can delete it, but that's it. So the fact that I've been able to delete the upstairs now and just completely re-roof it, or in this case, make a second floor altogether, that's all new. So here's the re-roofing on this one. And as a matter of fact, and this is something I wanted to double check, and it's working now, all wood floors, and really nicely done because what I was able to do is that's it. So it's three steps to this that you can now delete. You can delete the base, the foundation, you can delete the whole house structure, or you can delete just the roof. So you have a lot. What I'm generally keeping is the house structure for the most part. Now, some of those houses are collapsed in and you had to get rid of them anyway. These two things here, I don't recall them in the opening scene so much, but we can use them. We can move them around or whatever. It's from Vault Tech. So I'm just kind of staging them here until I figure out what I want to do with them. My plan is we're going to convert this place over on my old build. Over here was where, well, this would have been the warehouse where I was manufacturing my bullets and all that kind of stuff. But because of that Dr. Morbius mod, I don't need this to be that. And because it comes with all the flowers and the hedges and everything, it's got to be a house. Got to put something nice here. And this was also the general location, because all these hedges wouldn't have been here. It was the general location of my security shack. So I've put in a similar but cleaner entry point here, which will eventually be assigned a guard. So we'll have a guard up there along with the turret, and then we will have this be the guard shack, so to speak. And I'm debating on whether or not I want to keep this structure or if I want to take it all out and go with a similar to what I had on the opposite side, which was a module. From the vault, because it had the security windows on it, which I thought was a really cool effect, and I had the spotlight camera going on it back and forth, which gave it a cool effect. So that's what I'm thinking. The road itself kind of ends here, and then there's a big gaping hole, which I filled in. So one of the other things with these mods you can do is you can grab these little decorative chunks of terrain. Now, the grass ones like that, you cannot. But there's other ones, and it's going to be hard to find any now because I've been grabbing them all and restaging and repurposing them here to fill in this gap. So once you find one somewhere else on the map that you like, you grab it and you can bring it over, and then you can place it down. And that's where the place things anywhere mod really shows its value. You would not be able to do that using any of the pillar glitches and things like that. All the homes pretty much have the brand new fencing. As you can see, some of them have the old fencing still clipped in. I didn't get all of it. So let me see if I can. This one's going to be a little tougher. You want to make sure that the outline is only on the old one. Scrap picket fence, I'm going to take a shot at. So, okay. I was pretty sure I had it, but because they overlap like they do, like right there, I don't know if I'm going to chance that one. Because I'll end up losing my post. I mean, that's probably it. Let me see if I can move it. I can. I should have thought of that earlier. Okay, so yeah, you got all new fencing. Floating doghouse, because everyone should have a floating doghouse. So So let me show you if you've never used this tool. Place anywhere tool. So you put it down, and whatever your closest object is that you've recently interacted with, you say, yes, I want to, and then it turns into a ghost image. When that turns into a ghost image, you can put this up, down, anywhere you want. And it'll allow it to go into places it normally wouldn't go. So now I can at least have it sitting flush in the ground as opposed to, like, you know, with a weird gap of air underneath it. And then you say you're finished, and then you just put it back into the workshop, and you can pull it out later and do it some more. And that's one of the easiest ways. If you're going to keep the original roofs on, but you want to re-roof it, that tool right there is going to save you so much time. I thought I got rid of this, but I probably didn't. So let me scrap that. This is one of the cars that I cannot move. I can only scrap it. So I'm keeping all the cars that I can. Man, I don't want to get rid of it. I wonder if I can move it in any way. There used to be a little trick. Do I want to even mess with this? Well, you know what? I can always go back. I haven't done any real work, so I can always go back. Or better yet, just do a quick save. So here's what I liked to do, and it worked for me in the past. If we take something like a carpet, I like the narrow ones for this. And then if we take a furniture piece, and this ottoman kind of worked well. Have 2 legs on the carpet, 2 legs a little off the carpet. Just buys you some more room to work with. So by grabbing it, that's the carpet glitch that people refer to. And you might... Wow, it won't even carpet glitch. Like, you see how the carpet will allow it to pass through solid objects, but not the car. So let me see, not even the mailbox for that matter. So certain items here are not going to play well. Oh, even the hedges. Wow, I'm surprised at some of the stuff it won't cooperate with. Well, what would have happened in the past is this would have slid under the car, and then as soon as you back out of it... Well, that didn't do it the way I wanted to, but... Or not back out of it, my bad. When you placed it down, so this would have allowed you to cut into it, and then by placing it down, it would have made the collision take place, and then the object would have bounced. And there were ways of making it bounce around enough where you could relocate it sometimes. Clearly not an issue or an opportunity for this one. You can hit store all you want. It's scrapping. Yeah, go to your car workshop. There's no... Wow, he forgot his tires. That's sad. All right, I'm keeping this. Like I said, it's the only way of having it in the game. Well, that's odd. Random floating grass in the air. I guess they were stoners. Oh, I didn't even see that before. So you have the combination of the new world and the old world combined in certain areas. So let's go look for mailboxes. Here's one of these areas of grass somewhere up in here that you could grab, like that one if you wanted to, and you could take it and move it somewhere else, which in this case will give you a greener lawn. So I might actually just do that and put this on, I don't know. I think it'll work over here somewhere, so I'm going to drop it here, and then I'm going to take my place anywhere tool, ghost image, and then just kind of figure out where it'll look like part of the map. There it goes. You want to make sure you don't bury an object too deep, because otherwise your post will go below the ground. You won't be able to get it back. You can make as many as you want. I don't think it really matters if you lose one. But who wants to find out? As you can see, though, you have to be careful because you can delete chunks of a map. I mean, large chunks if you're not careful and if you're hitting buttons too quickly. I'm not saying I've actually done that, but I've done that. Okay. With this house here, which I always refer to as Mama Murphy's house because this was the house I assigned her and probably will again, this part of the roof does not disappear. All the rest of it does. And there's another house around here somewhere. There it is, with the same exact situation. And I was thinking, okay, I'll build around it, and you know that room in particular will be this or that. And when you're up there and in it, it's kind of like a ghost image. You don't have, like, that's a solid wall there, but if you're in it, it's not. You got that. So there's no walls if you're on the inside of it. So haven't figured out what I'm going to do. It'll be a one-story house in this situation. I'll work around it. I'm not too worried about it. But I've already cleaned it all out. Still to come. What is happening down here below? I will end up deleting the... I'm trying to keep some of the original stuff in here. I will end up deleting the current floor. I just have to make sure. Is that going to include everything? I don't want... Okay, no, it's not everything. It's just everything up to here. And you can see those hedges are kind of... Actually, you know what I should do with this? I didn't notice that big gap in the hedges. There we go. And then we'll just fill it in. There you go. And that is what you can do with that. How's the rest of this? Is it okay? Oh, you see, look at that hole there. I put that down there not even knowing that hole was there. So now let's see if we can find another... Not the green. The green we want to keep. We're trying to get... What is that? A mound of dirt. No, we need that because otherwise there's a big hole there, and there's already a little bit of a hole there. Like I said, I'm being really careful to make sure I don't delete some real important parts of the ground. I feel like there should be, but I'm not finding. Like I said, all the green stuff, don't bother. You're not going to get that. Let's focus on the backyards a little bit. I don't like these ones. I get rid of those as much as I can. A lot of these hedges will end up going away, I think, but I'm waiting. Because once they're gone, they ain't coming back. This house I ended up scrapping, but I kept the shower, the mirror, because it holds things, and the safe, because you either scrap it or lose it. You can't move it. But I can move the shower around in this particular house. So if I want to put the bathroom somewhere else, I can do that. I'm looking for a mod for PlayStation. I know they have them, but for the PlayStation I'm looking for, we're going to store this. Store that. I can't say it enough. Just be real careful, because I could be highlighting the entire floor right now, and there goes. It's stored, and by stored it means it is crushed down to parts. I see the bots are out on Twitch already, and just like that, they're gone. very... Let's see. I got a feeling it'd be bad to take that away. It's hard to see around it. I don't know. It doesn't look so bad. Yeah, I think we can take that. We're gonna take it. Hello, dog meat. We're gonna stick this down in this area. So I gotta find some place I can put it down. And grab it here. That is massive. That is what she said. All right, active place anywhere. And then depending on where you grab the stick here is going to give you your angle that you're watching it from. So I'm going to try and get it from a little lower so that hopefully my view is not obscured too badly. And then I've got to decide, do I want to place it this way or which way? I'm not liking that. I'm thinking it's going to be more like this. And again, if I go up too much lower, I'm going to lose my post. I'll just leave it sitting there, 'cause chances are I mean, yeah, look at that. Now we got that gap there. So we'll just move this over here. And then from this angle, we got a better view of what's going on here and which way we might need to move this clump of dirt. And that kind of takes care of a lot of problems, I think. It's not the prettiest because you got the green grass there and then all this muddy crud, but there's no more gaping holes. So that's what we wanted. That is what we got. Mode so you don't have the highlighting stuff going on. One of the other things about this game, it's always been a frustration to everybody, is that no matter what good roof you put on a place, it rains indoors. However, if I'm not mistaken, and I'll know in a moment here, you coming in? No, you're gonna wait for me to close the door. This house is the one exception to that rule. What I tell you about the damn dog opening the door all the time.
Hey. Over here.
So yeah, when it's raining outside, this is the only place where it will not rain inside. Doesn't matter how good a roof you put on, none of that matters. It always rains indoors and it kind of sucks. It kills the immersion part. And it's not like pouring rain or anything, but it's just generally wet when it's raining outside indoors. Like you'll see countertops with moisture, floors with moisture, things of that nature. Whereas this one, you don't get any of the weather elements. So I'll be keeping this as my home base for this build. I didn't take a look at all this stuff last time. Let me get on. Suffolk County. That's my old stomping grounds there. Oh, this is Boston, Massachusetts. Suffolk County, Long Island. Apparently our boy was a lawyer. You know what? Look at that. I never even knew this. Or in this case, I have a female character this time around. Figure I did the male character the last time. I was hoping with the mods is that I'd be able to delete sections of a house as opposed to like, look at this dog opening all my damn doors. You know what, buddy? I might have to assign you a house. Where was that one before? Over here somewhere. Right? Or back here. There's a doghouse around here somewhere. He was back in this section. Can I get that? I don't think she don't jump that high. Oh, there we go. We found the low part. Alright, let's grab this. We have dog meat, his own place, so he'll stay out of the house. Because he's being a bad boy. Let's see, we'll keep him under the shelter, though, because we're good owners. I take care of my kids. Now, I didn't want to sit down on this, right? And it's only because of the mod. If it was the vanilla game, that would not be a problem at all. And now we can put it wherever we want. Even where it says no, we can say yes. And since that door doesn't even open, it doesn't really matter much. Alright, so now we gotta find the dog. Or he's gotta find us. And if we unassign him... Oh, wait. I forgot. He won't find us in building mode. Which one of these? Let's store that one. There you are.
Hey. Wait there. How you doing, buddy? Going home now.
No. Oh, is it not going to No, that's going to be a problem. Stop. I don't want him going there. Hold the phone just a moment. Is it not going to recognize this? Oh, boy, that's going to suck. All that time I just spent. Wait a minute. Sanctuary. I mean... How can he not have that as an option? I don't think there's anything left to do with Jarvis over here.
How wonderful it'd be to get out of this infernal rain.
Well, then get your ass out of it.
Codsworth.
Shall I accompany you?
No. No, nothing
not
there in
now.
the way of
Right
missions
then.
or anything. Nothing in the way of missions. Well, now I don't want... The reason I was doing it this way is because you don't have settlers walking around you while you're trying to build. Like this one here, I've completely done the floors. And again, you see the moisture on the floors, even though there is a full-on roof and a ceiling. I mean, there are layers of completed roof on this place. But you wouldn't know it. We can use a set of steps right here. I'll tell you what, we'll go with cement. What I was wishing is I could just remove the bookcases or just the shelves at the very least, but it's pretty much the whole house or nothing when it comes down to that. But now I'm starting to think we might have a bigger problem here. So, let's do what I didn't want to do, which is go ahead and advance the storyline. And I've already got weapons that I really shouldn't have yet through that Morbius basement. Plus, I've already got the character leveled up pretty good. Excuse me. Wow. Go with the automatic assault rifle for the win. For those of you out there who don't generally do shooter games, don't feel like, you know, that's your thing. All you got to do, if you don't want to do the hip shooting that you normally do in these games, is you can do an automatic lock on target. And I don't know why it's doing it. Like it's doing the lock on thing, but it's probably because I'm not there yet. I probably have to level up more before it's a more reliable source, but once you lock on, yeah, my points are dropping too quickly is what it is. There's old Preston way up there. How you doing?
Hey, up here, on the balcony. I've got a group of settlers inside. The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please.
Laser musket, my ass. What, this laser musket? Sure, I'll grab it. So once we complete the mission...
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So like I said, it'll lock on pretty much and do the shooting for you if you choose to go that route.
No way I can pick this.
Now, despite the fact that Morbius gives us weapons that we normally wouldn't have yet, still don't have access to a lot of things like jumping abilities and stuff like that. Gotcha, bitch. But at the very least, it'll help you locate things. Okay. I think that was all. Now I gotta remember how to get up there. It's been a long time. Got any money? Any money? Nothing? Really? Okay. Wow, these things are all empty. This is unfortunate. You got some jet I never used. I don't do the drugs, children. And neither should you. Just say no.
I'm telling you, man, let's just get the hell out of here.
I'm telling you, man, you shoulda.
We hold out for the others, huh?
Nope, wrong button. Wrong game. Do I not have fragment grenades? Here we go. Catch. Asshole. Med-X will take that. Stim pack.
I'm coming in there, and I'm gonna skin every last one of you. Come on, man. They ain't going nowhere. We got other shit to deal with. You hear that? What? Doesn't take a little walk.
Well, that didn't take long at all. Siren left on, nothing there. Good. Shotgun shells will always take more ammo.
Man, I don't know who you are, but your timing's impeccable. Preston Garvey, Commonwealth Minuteman.
Nice to meet you.
Nope.
Glad to help.
Well, if that's true, we could use some more goodwill. As you can see, we're in a bit of a mess here.
God damn it. Nah, that ain't it.
Philip Wibberley. Trying to figure out if you're a real dude or if you are a bot. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt for the moment. Funny joke. Yeah, it looks like you are a bot.
Maybe?
All right. Here we go.
Nope.
I have my own problems, Garvey.
Yeah? Like what? You help us, maybe we can help you.
Got some extra money.
Well, who's around that can find a missing person?
Used to have a few good trackers in this group. Not many now.
Hey.
A month ago, there were 20 of us. Yesterday, there were 8. Now we're 5.
Doesn't sound like you're doing a very good job.
And now this mess.
Tough break.
You don't know the half of it. Anyway,
Nope.
we figured Concord would be a safe place to settle. Those raiders proved us wrong. But, well, we do have one idea.
Well, let's hear it.
Sturgis, tell her.
There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Old school. Pre-war. You might have seen it. Well, looks like one of its passengers left behind a seriously sweet goodie. We're talking a full suit of cherry T-45 power armor. Military issue.
That's some serious protection.
Oh, it gets better. Get the suit. You can rip the minigun right off the vertibird. Do that, and those raiders get an express ticket to hell. You dig?
I dig.
Huh. Could work.
It'll work, provided we can reactivate the suit. It's totally out of juice. Probably has been for 100 years. It can be powered up again, but we're a bit stuck.
I'll help if I can.
What you'll need is an old pre-war FC, a standardized fusion core, your high-grade, long-term nuclear battery used by the military and some companies way back when. And we know right where to find one.
But we can't get to the damn thing. It's down in the basement, locked behind a security gate. Look, I fix stuff. I tinker. Bypassing security ain't exactly my forte. You could give it a shot.
Actually, I already grabbed the fusion core. We're set.
Well, all right. Maybe our luck's finally turning around. Once you jack the core into the power armor and grab that minigun, those raiders will know they picked the wrong fight. Good luck.
All right. That's a long way down.
Up here. Boss, we got somebody up here.
Damn, I hate when that happens.
Think I got something over here.
Off with his head. I need to get a better sniper. Oh, that's my sniper there. Never mind. Guess I should have used my sniper. How's that? Alright, now I gotta remember where this stupid... There it is. And then I gotta remember how we get to it. I feel like we went in through here. And there was light. And the light was good. Man, it's all coming back to me. Walk this way, master. Okay. Yeah. Strategize this one. Oh, don't fall through. Here we go. Now, somewhere down here. Is that him? That's him. Here's our first full set of armor. I've got, back at the sanctuary, we've got everything, but we're missing, I think, the leg on this side and the helmet. But now we have got us a full armor. And as we can see already, the armor's not in great health.
You get down here. Some...
That ought to do it. And here comes our friend. Run, Forrest, run. Oh, shit. Move. Where's the big bitch? God damn. We'll take that for our first prize position. And we still got... Next! Oh, we don't want Preston dead. Who else we got? Dance. Done.
Take it easy, Mama. You okay?
I'm fine, Preston. Quit fussing.
That was a pretty amazing display. I'm just glad you're on our side.
The feeling's mutual, Preston.
You can never have too many friends. Not in the Commonwealth. Listen, when we first met, you said you were glad to help. Well, you did. And we owe you our lives.
You sure do.
So here. It ain't much, but it's the best way I can say thank you.
What happens now?
For the longest time, Mama Murphy's had a vision of a place called Sanctuary. Some old neighborhood, but one we can make new again. Why don't you come with us? I could really use your help.
All right, Garvey. I'm in.
Oh, that's wonderful. But there's more to your destiny, isn't there? I've seen it, and I know your pain.
My destiny? What do you mean?
You are a woman out of time, out of hope. But all is not lost. I can feel your son's energy. He's alive.
Bullshit. You're trying to play me for a fool.
Oh, no, kid, no. The sight's sometimes foggy, but it ain't ever a liar. Your son's out there. And even I don't need the sight to tell you where you should start looking. The great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Diamond City. The biggest settlement around.
That's... vague.
Look, kid, I'm tired now. Maybe you'll bring me some chems later. The site will paint a clearer picture.
No, Mama Murphy, we talked about this. That junk. It's gonna kill you.
Oh, shush, Preston. We're all gonna die eventually. We're gonna need the site. And our new friend here, well, she's gonna need it too. Now let's get going. Sanctuary awaits.
All right, folks. Thanks to our friend here, it's safe to move out. We're heading for that place Mama Murphy knows about. Sanctuary. It's not far.
She knows about it? You mean she had one of her visions while she was stoned out of her gourd? And now you want us
Sounds
to
like
just
you
head
better get
out on
going to
another
Diamond
wild
City.
goose chase based on no better plan than Mama Murphy saw it?
It can
Oh,
hardly
hold
turn
on,
out
hold
any
on.
worse than...
Everybody just take it easy.
All
We're
right,
all
I'll
in
let
this
them
together.
fight it out. I'm
Right.
going to Diamond
Come
City
on.
to get Piper. And then we're going to find out if I can actually put people in Sanctuary or if the mod has screwed that up.
It's time to go.
Wasn't there something down here?
Yes.
Oh yeah, the core. Take that. Thought there was another suit or something, no? Maybe not. Nothing to see. Alright, let's just get the hell out of here then.
Don't forget the price we paid to get this far.
We?
Let's move out. I'll take point.
Who's this we? I'm going to go repair the armor.
Stay close,
And give it a paint job and make it look nice. This was the armor that you find over by the satellite station, I guess it would be. Did it again. Just gonna say, you always want to make sure that you remove the fusion core, because if you don't, one of your NPCs can take off in your outfit and you'll be chasing it down if you ever get it back. Let's see. That was weird. Whoa. Tripping. Uh-oh. Think we have a problem here. Okay, we got out of it. Let's get rid of this. Hold on. I'm not entirely sure why that's an issue. Come on, man. So we have an open plot over here. We can throw that on. Let's see if I can get lucky. No, it's too far away. I'm sure that has something to do with the fact that we're using the mods. No, apparently not. Okay, that's weird. Maybe it's the gun? Hold that thought a minute. We're going after science. Once we get here, we can make the bigger power generators. What is happening here, though? I'm getting the feeling it has something to do with this map. Let's put that to a test, shall we? Got a funny feeling the problem's going to be solved. And I could be wrong. is it doing this? Ba-da-ba-ba. Well, we're going to test out another theory, and we're going to head over to Red Rocket. But before we do that, let's stop over here at Mobius. So these guys are all here at least. And this is where the Mobius cellar comes into play. And this is where you can get all the stuff that you will need. I wonder, oh, maybe I had to be in first person? That could have been the problem, I guess. So I'm going to take all of this stuff over to the Red Rocket. And then by pressing this button here, it all regenerates, and you can do it as much as you want. And you've got everything here from the tools, cigarettes and stuff like that, cash, all the money and the bottle caps you could need, the bobblehead collection, holotapes, keys for every one of the locks. It's all there if you want to make life easy. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there is power armor here. I missed this one. Well, I can get that other set up and running then afterwards. I thought it seemed odd that it wouldn't have power armor of all things. Okay. I'm going to try it one more time in first person. Now, I can't move because I'm carrying all that weight. Even with the power armor on, that is exceeding the weight capacity. Yeah, I think I was in third person before. Let's see if this makes a difference. Nope. Don't know why it's doing that. Alright, so back to where I was going to originally do, which is go over to the Red Rocket. And we're going to jump into the garage over there. And if that works, then we know we cannot do any power armor adjustments. Fast travel? Yes. You're carrying too much. Oh, you can't fast travel with the weight. Well, luckily, it's not too far away. Damn, we're going to have to walk like this, though, huh? There must be a point that you unlock where you can fast travel. I might have to look into speeding up the process on that. Because this is tedious. Don't mess with the motorcycle. I feel like I should be playing the theme from Jeopardy in the background. It's gonna kind of suck if I can't actually send settlers here. Because I love this mod. I don't want to lose this. I really don't. Having that house in its original condition is something I enjoy. Faster, faster, you fool, you fool. Let's offload all of this weight. Might just put everything in here. I don't really have a need for any of this. Alright, so now we can move. And we can work on it. So it looks like Sanctuary is not going to be friendly for us doing any repair work. I might try a couple of different things. I may try making a different stand so far as the armor hold. And I may try doing it like on the second floor, that upstairs building that I built where it's all on wood construction, and see if that matters. All right, we are going to repair. Well, before we do that, we're going to modify. And currently we can only go to level B, but that's better than level A. Air Force paint. We did hot rod on the other one. Orange, patriotic, military, Vault-Tec. Yeah, what the hell will go with Vault-Tec? They're just the ones that got us in this problem in the first place, but that's alright. Recon sensors. Matrix overlay. Targeting HUD. Lack the requirements. I hate that. All right, I'm not required. Are we still on the damn helmet? What do I need to upgrade on? Rank 3 blacksmith. I gotta work on the blacksmith skills. Take certain things for granted after a while. multiple. Okay. And now we're good to go. All right, off to Diamond City. I forget she gets winded easily. Using our .44 caliber. Feel like we've been here before.
We had a deal, Trudy.
Oh, never mind.
The goods. You owe us.
I ain't giving you poison shilling chem pushers anything. You know what that joke has done to my
Easy
boy?
there, Miss Power Armor. This doesn't involve you.
Maybe.
What's going on here?
It's a simple business dispute, got it? Trudy's sitting on a pile of goods that she owes me. I tried reasoning with her, but it looks like I gotta take what's mine by force. Want to make some easy money? Help me out. I could use another gun. Or maybe you think you can talk some sense into her.
If I help, I expect to get paid.
I'm not here to haggle. You'll get whatever I feel like giving you. Got
That's not going to work.
Now what's it gonna be?
If I help, I expect to get paid.
Yeah, you do that.
I saw you in that poison cellar talking. Well, he ain't getting his money. Period.
Look, you owe them money. If you just pay them, then this will be over. Everyone walks away without getting hurt.
I got a better idea. You take care of Wolfgang. I'll pay you 100 caps to put a bullet between his eyes.
And why should I help you?
Look, this place might not look it, but caravans come through here, okay? I have supplies. You help me, we can trade for whatever you need.
Wolfgang and I had a deal. If I'm gonna back out on it, I'll need more.
I'm not playing this game, Scaver. 100 caps or nothing.
Well, I sided against her in the other game, so...
All right, Trudy. I'll get rid of him.
Thank you. I'll back you up from here. Go get him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think I'll need it.
Still in one piece.
Can't wait to see the crows feeding on that scumbag.
I already got damage done to the leg. Holy cow, that didn't take long. We could head over to the drive-in since we're here. Sure, why not? After so many years, after so many years, I was about to say, of having this set up as a settlement. Where's the rats? It's hard for me to see it like this again. Where you at, ugly? Come on. Ooh. Get out of there. They are the ones that annoy me the most, man. They are ugly as sin. Then we got the radiation to deal with down there, but that can be another day. Is that all of them? I'm sure it is. Oh, I stand corrected. Them dry bones. Wonder what movie he was playing. All right, we are back off towards Diamond City. Going to Diamond City. Diamond City, here I come. Lexington, welcome. There's another red rocket. Feral Ghoul way up top. Not gonna get it that way. There was one mission, and I'll know it when I get to it. It's not anytime soon. Where a guy was kind of in a back alleyway with a workshop set up or something like that. And I accidentally killed him, thinking he was shooting at me. And if I wouldn't have killed him, he would have been an NPC that would have stuck around and played a more pivotal role. So I'm going to be very careful this time around not to kill the dude. Listen to military frequencies. Get up. God damn.
What's that noise? Let's do this!
And then there were none. God dang. Next. I see you. Sucker. Damn. What's this shit? You got one? Where? Really? Where the hell's my shotgun at?
You hear that?
What's up, boys?
Not getting past me. We may have a problem here.
Excuse me.
We appreciate the assistance, civilian. But what's your business here?
I'm just trying to survive out here, like everyone else.
The way you charged in and engaged those ferals, I find that a bit difficult to believe. Are you from a local settlement?
Do all these questions really matter? After all, I helped you fight those ferals.
This would be much easier for both of us if you'd cooperate. Now, where are you from?
Your mother.
Don't really have a home.
An answer that I hear often. Whether it holds truth or not remains to be seen. If I appear suspicious, it's because our mission here has been difficult. Since the moment we arrived in the Commonwealth, we've been constantly under fire.
If you want to continue pitching in, we could use an extra gun on our side.
I want to help, but I don't like the secrecy. Who are you really?
Very well. I'm Paladin Dance, Brotherhood of Steel. Over there is Scribe Halen and Knight Reese. We're on recon duty, but I'm down a man and our supplies are running low. I've been trying to send a distress call to my superiors, but the signal's too weak to reach them.
Sir, if I may...
Proceed, Halen.
I've modified the radio tower on the roof of the police station, but I'm afraid it just isn't enough. What we need is something that will boost the signal.
Our target is ArcJet Systems, and it contains the technology we need. The deep-range transmitter. We infiltrate the facility, secure the transmitter, and bring it back here. So what do you say? You willing to lend the Brotherhood of Steel a hand?
It's a good plan. If we make it back.
I can assure you that I wouldn't undertake this mission unless I had confidence in your abilities.
Yeah, you've known me for all of 2 minutes. Of course, you have confidence in my abilities.
Reese, once you're on your feet,
I also
want you to
become
make certain that
expendable.
I'm on it.
All right, civilian. It's time to prove your worth. Head into the police station and resupply yourself. Then let me know when you're ready to begin. Let's move out, people.
All right, I'm still going to Diamond City. Yeah, we're still on that.
All right, big guy. Let's go.
Yeah.
Shroud Manor. Which one is it? It's gotta be that one. It's over there somewhere. On to Fenway. Persuading anybody very well, I can say that. What else we got going on here? Intelligence, that's what we're working on there. I guess we'll go and do what I was planning to do, which is take that one. That should allow me to build larger power generators. I've got his attention. Really? Didn't have to be that way. Well, actually, it probably did. Down goes Frasier. I did need a helmet. God dang it. Ricochet. It's a victory. Alright, what do we got up here? Anything? Nah. Stim pack, we'll take that. Lost our leg. Is everybody?
Hey.
Damn. Not afraid of mutants, huh? You're our kind of gal.
Oh, come on. Really? Shit. Well, that's what the game is famous for, isn't it? It do like to crash. Now the question is, how far back is it going to put us? Yeah, it's not too bad. Hardened sniper. I'm trying to get a little bit closer this time around so that they don't get to run up here on me. Sizable high ground advantage here. Damn, good arm.
Please don't do this again. Who's out there? It's gonna be fun.
Here comes the dog. There goes the dog. You would think so, wouldn't you? You missed me, bitch. Oh, man. I think that's all. Try not to crash the game this time. Oh, you shot. God damn it. You ran in front of me, you dumb fuck. I ain't getting into it with these zones again, man. I'll save them for another day. Stupid ass walks in front of me. We'll go with that. Man, I got so used to my full levels. which one of you assholes is going to jump in front of my bullets. Take 3 on this shit. That it?
Damn. Not afraid of mutants, huh? You're a kind of gal.
Yeah, we didn't crash. I was gonna say, you better be a friendly.
You have the right idea.
What do you mean you can't open the gate? Stop playing around, Danny. I'm standing out in the open here for crying out loud.
I got orders not to let you in, Miss Piper. I'm sorry. I'm just doing my job.
Ooh, just doing your job. Protecting Diamond City means keeping me out, is that it? Oh, look, it's the scary reporter.
I'm sorry, but Mayor McDonough's really steamed, Piper. Saying that article you wrote was all lies. The whole city's in a tizzy.
Ugh. You open this gate right now, Danny Sullivan. I live here. You can't just lock me out.
Sup?
You want into Diamond City, right?
I just got here, but yeah.
The fuck is this?
What's that? You said you're a trader up from Quincy? You have enough supplies to keep the general store stocked for a whole month? You hear that, Danny? You gonna open the gate and let us in, or are you gonna be the one talking to crazy Myrna about losing out on all the supply?
Jeez, all right. No need to make it personal, Piper. Give me a minute.
Better head inside quick before old Danny catches on to the bluff.
I don't think Danny's that bright.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Another great day in Diamond City.
Piper, who let you back inside? I told Sullivan to keep that gate shut. You devious, rabble-rousing slanderer.
Shut up,
The
fool.
level of dishonesty in that paper of yours.
I'll kill
have
you
that
later.
critter scrapped for parts.
Ooh, that a statement, Mr. McDonough? Tyrant mayor shuts down the press. Why don't we ask the newcomer? You support the news? Because the mayor's threatened to throw free speech in the dumpster.
What newspaper are you talking about?
Mine. Public Occurrences. And we're the hard look at the truth. So are you with us or not?
Always believed in freedom of the press.
Oh, I didn't mean to bring you into this argument, miss. No. You look like Diamond City material. Welcome to the great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Safe, happy, a fine place to come. Spend your money, settle down. Don't let this muckraker here tell you otherwise, all right?
This hasn't been the friendliest welcome.
She's got you there, McDonough. Guess not everyone gets won over by that shark smile of yours.
Now, was there anything particular you came to our city for?
Just Looking for something.
Oh, what is it you're looking for?
None of your damn business.
That's my business.
Well, whatever you do, don't bother going to Diamond City Security for help.
I've had enough of this, Piper. From now on, consider you and that little sister of yours on notice.
Yeah, keep talking, McDonough. That's all you're good for. A big Diamond City welcome from the mayor. You feel honored yet? Look, I gotta go get settled in, but, stop by my office later. I have an idea for an article you'd be perfect for.
Head on inside.
You screwed up, Danny.
Got a question? Should talk to Sullivan.
Oh, you're Danny. Never
So,
mind.
you're that traitor Piper was talking about.
Not exactly.
Something tells me she's pulled the wool over my eyes again. Am I right?
Something tells me you're easy to have that happen to.
So, Piper's done this before.
All the time. Thing is, sometimes she's bluffing, and sometimes there really is a group of 50 raiders just over the hill screaming for blood. So I usually just let her in. Not this time, though. Mayor's on the warpath. Hey, what's brought you into town anyway?
Everybody wants to know my business.
Not really your business.
All right. Sorry I asked.
Just through the gate and up the stairs.
Yeah, I know. I've been here before.
Hey, kiddo. How are the paper sales?
Well, the presses are getting overloaded. That motor is going to go soon if we don't replace it.
You've been saying that for weeks and the old girl still keeps cranking. Stop worrying so much. I gotta head into the office. You start whistling if you see any angry politicians coming our way.
Why? Is something wrong? Piper? Free paper to newcomers.
Hey, Piper.
Whoops.
Oh, shit.
Glad you dropped by. You holding up, Blue?
Why are you calling me that?
'Cause you're a vault dweller? I know you're not wearing the blue jumpsuit right now, but the Pip-Boy and the fish out of water look, dead giveaways. So here's the deal. I want an interview. Your life story in print. I think it's time Diamond City had a little outside perspective on the Commonwealth. You do that, and I'll tell you what. I'll come with you. Watch your back while you get used to the world above ground.
All right, Piper. I'm in.
Good. Let's get down to business. So, I know you're from a vault. How would you describe your time on the inside?
My family and I were frozen. I didn't spend much time in the vault.
Wait, they boxed you up in a fridge? The whole time? Are you saying you were alive before the war?
The war? Which war?
The one that gave us this lovely landscape of demolished buildings and nuclear radiation every 10 feet? You're telling me you saw everything before they blasted it into pieces?
Yes. I'm over 200 years old.
Oh my god. The woman out of time. So, you've seen the Commonwealth, Diamond City. How does it compare to your old life?
Can you even compare the two? The world out here? It's not even close to the one I left.
Feeling a little homesick, are we? Can't say I blame you. Now, the big question. Why come to Diamond City? You're looking for someone, aren't you? Who is it?
My baby, Sean, was kidnapped. He's not even a year old.
The parent after the missing child. As heartbreaking today as it ever was. Tell me, do you suspect the Institute's involved?
The Institute? Who are they?
That, Blue, is the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth. No one really knows who or where they are, but their handiwork is all over. Synths. Synthetic people. Sent from their hidden labs to do the Institute's dirty work. Sometimes they even replace a person with a synth double. A little covert agent no one would ever suspect. Now, not everything that goes wrong has the Institute behind it, but there's always a chance. That's why I'm asking.
I don't know.
No one ever does. That's what makes them so scary. For the last part of our interview, I'd like to do something different. I want you to make a statement to Diamond City directly. The threat of kidnapping is all but ignored in the Commonwealth. Everyone wants to pretend it just doesn't happen. What would you say to someone out there who's lost a loved one but might be too scared or too numb to the world to look for them?
You can only take it one day at a time. Just keep going. That's all anyone can do.
We're all just doing what we have to, huh? I think my readers can relate to that. That's everything. It's gonna take some time to put this all together, but I think your story is gonna give Diamond City plenty to talk about. Look, about your son. I didn't know if you were on the up and up before, didn't want to waste my friend's time, but I think he can help you. His name's Nick Valentine, a detective extraordinaire. Got an office here in Diamond City. Just look for the neon sign with the heart in it.
So, you think this Nick Valentine can find Sean?
Yeah. People don't like talking about him. Part of the whole head in the sand mindset Diamond City is famous for. But when you're down on your luck, and no one else is gonna give you a hand, he's always there. Anyway, I agreed to come with you, right? Watch your back? Just say the word when you're ready. I can't wait to see where the story goes next.
Piper.
Always there when I need ya.
Sure, let's go.
All yours. It's big, loud, full of corrupt
Anyone
officials
is
and
one of
citizens,
those things.
but
It's
home.
that secretary of his, her and her perfect hair.
All right, let's go. Can crash. Gosh damn it. Steve, right to. At least this time it's going to crash right where we left off.
Secretary, come on.
Look at you.
I cut her hair
You're still a
myself.
So anyway, let's go. Just in case the mod's the issue. Plus I can leave the power armor here and get it fixed. Yep.
Handy, aren't you? Ah, what were you hiding? Hey, check this out.
And we got dog meat. Are we able to... I feel like he was always a second option. I feel like you could have him and...
Come on, boy. It's time to go.
Yeah, we're having a problem because Sanctuary is not looking like an option. Oh, that kind of sucks.
Hey, Piper.
Heading my way?
Sure, let's go.
All yours.
Damn, I think we're going to have to lose that mod if we're going to finish this story out.
Ooh, sorry, boy. Time for you to head home.
Oh, that does kind of blow. This is the default version of the character that you start the show with. Pretty much looks like Piper, doesn't it? Stand still, trying to get a side-by-side. Well, maybe not identical, but close. Damn, all that work. I mean, I can still delete the top part of the buildings and all that kind of stuff, but not only that, but shoot, I moved all that land chunks around and everything, so I'm not sure what that'll do. But oh, it kind of sucks. I really liked having the throwback. Look at those clean streets. Even that stupid music. And the lights. I really like the lights. Well, we got gunfire. Nothing. Maid's day off. Sorry about that.
Hey.
You say the word.
Go check that out.
Can do.
She's as bad as a damn dog. Well, I guess that's where we're going to leave it off for right now. Shit. That's disappointing. Maybe one of the other mods I can keep the house and still use it as a settlement. I'll have to look into. There's a few different ones that keep the original house intact. This is a one-player bed only? Oh no. You can actually put two people in there. Man, I don't want to lose the house. We'll see. All right, that's going to wrap it up for this one. From the Wasteland. We'll see you next time. Take care, everybody, and good night.
lifting hand like a reckless child. I'll keep buzzing electric fire, chasing scores high.